K.T. Ramarao garu, Raymond Peter, Andrew Scott, Shashi Bhushan, Mr. Sean Murali, and all the distinguished invitees. I am asked to speak not in my present capacity as IT advisor to Government of AP, but in the capacity as former Secretary Government of India, who was in the IT department, who was in charge of this whole idea of open data. In fact, in March 2012, when I took over as the Secretary Government of India, the policy on open data was just approved by the Government of India, and it came to my task to give a shape to that and take it to the ground level, to the various ministries and so on. So, I would be speaking more about the perspective of Government of India. Nationally, where do we stand and what is the perspective? But before that, I would like to just mention on the lighter side that when a new government takes office, each minister is administered an oath of office and secrecy. What I mean, in these days, in these days of RTI and openness, why is it still called office of oath of office and secrecy? Do we need to have an oath of office and openness? Number one. Number two, why are people like me in the past and Raymond and Murali now are called secretaries? The word secretary has its origin in secret. He is supposed to maintain all the secrets of the government. From that the word secretary has come. Probably secretaries have to be renamed. We have to coin a new word for that, I think. These two on the lighter side, but they indicate the fundamental paradigm shift that's happening all over the world. Doesn't apply not necessarily to India, but all over the world these practices are common, whether it is in UK, from where we derived the word secretary, and so on. But having said that, let me spend some time on this through a presentation on the open government data and how eventually it can be used as a collective intelligence for nation building. So this is the whole concept of open government data that the Government of India had subscribed to in 2012. There are three basic concepts. One is transparency. Once you throw out all the data in the public domain, there is more transparency as to what things are happening and in which direction is the government heading. Second is participation. With that kind of a data and information in their hands, the citizens can really participate. Today we have a democracy where the citizens have their opinion to say once in 5 years. But when the data is open, they can participate in more frequent occasions on a day-to-day basis. And third is collaboration, where you are roping in the academia, the industry, and NGOs and others into the whole fold. So these three pillars, so to say, are the basis of the Open Data Initiative, Government of India.